Can you pass me the truff?
Like there's like 20 Edgars.
The what? The truff sauce?
Yeah,
Nah, you don't get those.
Alright, 3,
Alright.
2,
I guess I'll have no hot sauce then.
1. Clock boy.
Okay.
Clock boy.
There we go. Oh, it did indeed, but it went.
Son of a...
Gosh, damn it!
Here, paper towels.
Keep it in. Don't cut it out.
He's like a Home Alone bandit. He just like spills something, bumps into this.
Good morning, everybody.
That's back when OJ was like an endearing person.
Yeah.
He's not anymore.
He's endearing in a different way.
Yeah.
He's a war hero.
Oh, you guys watch his live streams? His live streams are really good.
He does.
He has live streams?
What does he play Among Us?
Huh?
Does he play games?
Nah, just him just answering questions in the chat.
For real?
Nah, I don't know.
Oh,
He's like, thanks for donating.
So welcome back to this OJ special of the Careful Boys, where we're happy to have Jared back.
Come on. He's even bigger.
I actually feel a lot. Every time I sit next to this guy, he gets a little bigger. It makes me look smaller in
It's
comparison.
the extra large. Thank you
I
to
think
Buddy
it's the
Company.
225 bench.
Yeah. He pumps when he knows you're gonna come by.
That was so quick.
Anthony's been training. He's been training hard.
He's strong, dude.
X-Nay on the rain tray.
Go double arms like this, double gunshot.
Wow.
And then if I sit back a little more, you force perspective here.
Okay, we need to stop with that. Okay, I want all that stuff under wraps.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
until
silent.
I could dominate Joe. That's literally the entire MO on that.
He's always getting jacked too, so I don't know.
I know he's watching Dr. Mike videos now. I'm fucking scared.
We should do.
We should do a powerlifting challenge.
We should do Anthony versus Joe lifting competition.
I think it'd be
We'll
fun.
set a date and then you guys train as hard as you guys can.
And me and Bart and Nick will ref.
Okay.
Let's focus on real good conversation.
When do you want to do it?
He's ready, dude. He's not even phased. Look at him.
Dude, he's gonna win right now.
I don't need to train. Let's do it now.
Let's go to bar, pal.
Don't worry.
Let's do it.
We'll give it 3 months and I'll coach you.
3 months.
You'll be ready to go.
Honestly, I would train harder for a spite against Joe than I would for like competition, health, and
It'd be like the Russian Kalot, you know, like him training and Rocky and everything.
He has all the help. I have zero help.
He's the Rocky one though. He's gonna be carrying jugs of milk.
We know how that would have really went though. In real life, the Russian is.
You're just gonna do it for nothing without naming a prize?
Yeah, what's the prize?
It's just a friendly bet, right? Not everything has to end in death and murder.
It could have been money.
Yeah.
It could have been a lunch.
You're in a good position to get.
It could have been a car.
Yeah, one blowjob for me. On the table, and that's it. I'm only gonna give one. I'm only gonna give one. That's it. One of one.
New cameras for the office.
Don't pull JK into this. It's between you and Joe.
It's supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be for you personally.
Give me the Rolling Heights June beat.
Yeah, you guys buy each other fucking.
Don't pull JK into this. It's hella funny.
We can't afford that.
Yeah.
Winner, yeah. Winner takes the other one.
Then I'll compete against you, so I win.
Then you gotta buy cameras.
We have to downgrade cameras.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. Only iPhone 5.
He wants to dominate me so hard so that we don't upgrade JK.
And then we get webcams.
Exactly, dude.
No, we can only do it on Polaroids.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna get injured before the competition, so he steps in last minute.
He's gonna choose his warrior. Yeah.
Choose his warrior.
That's not fair, dude.
What you been up to, man?
Oh, not shit. Honestly, just started prep again, so I'm not a week out. So at least be a little more coherent this time.
So he has 10 weeks out though. He has another competition.
Because when he's here, he's usually starting.
I'm usually like pretty close to shows.
Well, we just talked about having lunch right now, and he's like, "Oh man, I can't eat that. I'm on a diet again." I'm like, "What's new?"
I'm like 10 weeks out, so you know I can make shit fit.
When do you ever have time to actually eat whatever you want? Out of the year, how many months do you think you're not on a diet?
When I'm improving, I'm still. So I get when you're dieting down, you get all these cravings and shit. You're like, I'm gonna fucking eat that when I'm done. I'm gonna eat that when I'm done. And then you eat a couple of those things, and by the time you do that, you start looking at the macros again because you get really into that realm, and you think about like how high the fat is in a cookie, or you think about like, oh, there's like so much bullshit in this, and you think I wanted to eat that when I was dieting, but now I just don't give a fuck.
How do you look at the hottest girl in the world and then go, she's not gonna be good for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like are you counting macros when you eat pussy?
Just remember you're gay.
Just remember you're gay. Yeah, it's super easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that's the tough part for me. It's I fuck the cookie first.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
You have guilt.
Yeah, then you go get a burger and you're like, it's not the same.
Then what about when you go, it is the same?
That's crazy. That's LA homeless.
That's called a porn addiction.
I like food so much.
So what competition is this one that's coming up?
I'm gonna do a warm-up show, kind of like I did last year, which actually ended up being my better show anyway, because I got sick in the UK. And then I'll probably do Pittsburgh and New York with Nick Walker, because I'm coaching Nick with his training. He's the huge fucking 306-pound guy. He's like one of the best in the world.
You know how like in like athleticism, there's like certain peaks, right? At age and all. Is there something like that in bodybuilding too, where it's like the fucking peak would be like this window of time?
The Iguru Pikuru?
Honestly, it's tough to say because I would say in natural bodybuilding, yes. The older you are, the more, like, the better chance you have of being really good because you just keep getting better. In enhanced bodybuilding, it's tough to say because a lot of people will take grams and grams of steroids when they're super young.
Yeah.
And then some guys will kind of taper off as they get older, but still some of them improve, some of them get worse. And if you're not very health conscious, you can just keep taking a bunch of drugs until you're dead, which a lot of people do. And you can just continually improve. So it's tough to say, especially with tech and where medicine's going and where all these like SARMs and all these other things coming into the mix. I mean, soon enough we'll have like non-androgenic anabolic steroids, which just means you won't have to inject yourself with exogenous hormones. So I won't have to take testosterone. I can just take a fucking pill. And now we're all modifying like hormone regulation and things on the inside. Yeah. No, it's coming. It's all coming.
So you think there's gonna be a steroid with like no side effect?
100%. Oh, absolutely.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're already developing cures for cancer with AI. Of course, we'll figure out muscle growth. Like, that ain't shit.
There's hope for us, dude.
Yeah, we can reverse fucking cancer cells. I mean, come on.
What's your biggest concern of side effects for steroids?
Beat my wife.
Yeah, that's a good side effect.
The hormonal fluctuations are crazy.
So it's like you got your period.
Well, like you'll hear like where Mike talks about it, where he's like,
Mike is an over-exaggerating little bitch. Put that on record.
he said he was taking a
I
shower.
know it's called OTR.
He
Fuck
said
that.
little.
No, he told me he was taking a shower. He didn't tell me. He was telling the video, but I was watching the video, so I was like, he was telling me. But he was taking a shower, and then he had a crazy panic attack, like there was a tiger chasing him. And then he said I think he usually pins on Mondays or something, and the second one is on Friday or something. He was doing a road trip through like the Montana, and then it was on Thursday, so I think his test levels dropped, and then since he didn't pin yet, he saw how beautiful the Montana sunset was, and he started crying. I'm like, bro, I'm already not that stable, I can't be fucking.
Yeah, neither is he. That's why he's like the... He's a Jew, bro, you know?
Yeah, that's too much. So just even...
He's got the, oi. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think it's my pancreas.
Yeah, it could just be Jew stuff.
Oh.
But it's amplified.
Just the Montana sunrise.
If you have anxiety, it's amplified by steroids for sure. It is.
That, and then there's like...
Are there different steroids for different types of Jews?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, most Jews would stay away from what's called a 19-nor because it's very neuro.
Dracarnor?
19-nor. It's just a type of steroid. They're very neurotoxic.
Yeah, then you got stuff like sometimes you get like you take the wrong shit, you got enlarged organs, you plug up your heart, you have a heart attack and you die. And then there's also the subscription part of it where you always have to do it, and then if you don't, then it's kind of like. And I just got off contacts.
Yeah.
From contacts, I love that.
I don't want to have another subscription where there's this thing I have to do all the time consistently.
Tapered off contacts.
You finally did it.
What do you mean it sound like a drug? Oh,
In terms of
Beautiful.
what Joe was asking about, like peak though, you said obviously there's a difference between natural bodybuilding and
for sure.
enhanced bodybuilding. Bart says he's the strongest he's ever been, and he's the oldest he's ever been.
He's natural too.
But I'm natural.
Probably because of the capable.
But this is also
Capable.
This is also like the best peak. It's like 150 horsepower is the most you're gonna get out of this vehicle.
so you're optimized, but you're also like you're at your limit.
I mean, I'll get 300,000 miles, but I'm only getting 150 horsepower.
He's like a good old school Toyota.
That sounds good though. That sounds
He
like
has
a lot.
1,000 horsepower.
But also, if you do it like Bart did, he unintentionally kind of did what's called periodization, which is our whole shtick, where he did bodybuilding with me for a bit, He put on a bunch of muscle because he was training for hypertrophy or muscle growth, what we talked about that one episode. And then he went back to strength training. So when you build new muscle, you can make that new muscle stronger. So if that's kind of what powerlifters should do. A lot of them just fuck it up really bad. So they stay in the same weight class. They never go through an improvement process where they're training for muscle growth. So they're never getting like actually a lot stronger. But what he did was train for hypertrophy for a long time, whether it was through injuries, whether it was for a bodybuilding show, and then now he's back into powerlifting. So of course he's the strongest ever because he's the biggest ever. So you make your big tissue stronger. Well, fuck, there you go.
160 horsepower.
Yeah,
You fucking did it, dude.
160 horsepower.
Civic SI, baby.
You must have cold air intake.
I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I feel like the older I'm getting, my pain tolerance is better.
Yeah.
So like,
No, that's a real thing.
when I used to be like, oh, I'm fighting for the same fucking amount of weight, and then I'm older and I'm like, oh, it's hard, but I'm not like, you know.
Oh, for sure.
And then, yeah, like it doesn't have to be so painful.
Honestly, I'm surprised your shirt's not off yet. You got it off like probably 10
tired
times last time I was here.
I'm flabby today.
Or you could just be getting stronger, so the same weight feels way easier.
Oh, that's true.
But also, you do get used to it. It's just similar to any stimulus. Like when you first started dancing, you probably felt uncoordinated, and now you're like, I could do that with my fucking eyes closed. It's the same way with anything. So like if you go,
It's not challenging enough then. I gotta
it's the same way. You know, Carter's the same way. Diving's the same way.
Yeah.
You name it.
This is a stupid question, probably. Does anyone ever take steroids for anything other than to get buff?
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, yeah, corticosteroids too. So I mean, but like anabolic steroids, people will take it for all kinds of shit.
like those kinds, but not for
Like for
I know there's
healing?
like I know there's steroids for like topical creams and stuff like that, but like those type of steroids for like a different purpose.
Yeah, I mean, most of it involves training.
Yeah.
Most of it.
So even like Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, so he took steroids for cycling.
Oh yeah.
So he's not trying to like get jacked, but he's trying to increase his red blood cell count.
That's how we test them. So
like
like
in a weird-
VAR for like burn victim patients, Halo. They're for other reasons. Like even Primo was like for females for I think breast cancer, something of that nature. So like it's not like we're making steroids to make people jacked. We're making them to help with issues that currently exist in modern medicine.
Has anybody ever done it for like a really weird reason? Like let's say somebody did it to purposely cry at a sunset,
Oh, I'm sure people do that shit.
achieve the side effect.
Yeah, I mean, guys will take it for cosmetic
There's
reasons.
other drugs for that.
Estrogen.
It's more potent.
Or yeah, you could just take a Molly and get it in and out in like a couple hours.
But will it guarantee a tiger chasing you in the shower?
Yeah.
Well, then there's other drugs for that.
What if you experience those things sober?
Yeah, you're gonna experience more of it.
Probably schizophrenia.
Now there's
You're on the
5
brink.
tigers.
Are you Jewish?
You're Jewish. That's your
Neurotic
diagnosis.
Jewish. A Worry Wart Jewish guy.
You think they're gonna develop steroids that will just not enhance your performance, but like extend your life?
No, it won't be exactly steroids, but they'll come up with certain like we're already into the biotech realm of reverse aging, not anti-aging, reverse aging.
Reverse.
Yeah. That one guy, that Brian.
Brian Smith, right?
No, is it Tracy?
Johnston.
Oh yeah. Mike did a video with that guy. I forgot his last name.
Yeah, he looks like a vampire. Yeah. Didn't
A lot of his shit's kind of foo-foo, quacky bullshit.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it's pretty. He's pretty
It's the
on.
blood from his son. That dude.
It might be.
Well, he's trying to figure out like how to optimize everything to where like your cardiovascular health and everything is like younger.
Is it working?
Kind of.
To a degree.
He's a straight up baby in the interview.
The doctor that actually, his last name's Smith. I can't remember his first name, but the doctor is actually like very into it at the current moment. I think it was his dog. He got his dog to reverse age, basically to act like a puppy again. But it was like 12.
Oh wow.
What?
Whoa.
But is it like acting like a puppy, or is it like
Physically too. Yeah, hair was shedding again, and things that like properly like recoding and stuff, and it was fucking nuts. And he looks, and he's like 50 something. He looks like he's 30.
What the
But and this is stuff like NAD plus or like just weird shit that they're experimenting with. There's other peptides that people can use, but these things are only getting better and better, and the rate at which they're getting better because AI tech is just fucking insane. So we're gonna have like super organs in the future if you want, like one organ that's kind of like injected into you that communicates with everything, so you'll know you're sick before you're even sick. Like there's all kinds of crazy shit coming.
down.
We could potentially
Sign me
be
up.
the generation that lives like a very long time.
I want to hold my breath for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
5 minutes.
and then I'll be happy.
Go to the Philippines and learn.
I want to be able to hold my breath for 5 minutes.
Have you seen anything about like I've seen like the articles and doctors talking about how the thing that ages you technically is things like glucose specifically?
I would say that's probably bullshit. There's like oxidative stress and cells do age, but if you can figure out reverse aging, then you'll be fine. It's mostly oxidative stress. Yeah.
I thought it was Latinas. This table right here says
They do wear you down.
Early grave.
Why, Joe? Why were, you,
Southern stress molecules.
why were you asking about the age range for primes?
Because usually in athleticism, there's usually like that area where like fighters are like at the peak.
Like a coordination and power,
Yeah, and
power
then-
breakdown, things like that.
But last time you told me that bodybuilding is just a big beauty contest, so I was like, well,
On the record again.
You can be more beautiful when you're old.
are there like 50-year-olds that win the whole thing? And do they do it by weight class or by age group?
Both? Yeah, you have like categories. So like I'm an open classic physique pro, right?
Yeah, you are.
So open's the most competitive one because it's anybody and everyone.
Yeah.
All challengers.
Yep.
But there's also 35 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus. And whenever you go into the amateur, you have novice categories, true novice categories. They just started a new division for females called Fit Model where they don't even look like they lift.
They got a dad bod one too now.
Really?
Oh my god.
Ad bod?
You just see like
I think I
dudes
can win
up
that
with
one.
jean shorts going, and they're like, first place.
Jean shorts? That's cool.
Is that like a parody, just like a fun one?
That's
just for
probably a
I
fun
think
one.
it's a fun one.
The Fit Model one is actually like in the IFBB and NPC now. And it's mostly like, it's like chicks that clearly don't have great genetics for building muscle, but they want to get on stage as a goal for them. And it's basically what bikini used to be.
Yeah.
And they're just going back to that look because bikini got very like hard, leaner, and more vascular. And they always move that direction. Well, like start a category, it's supposed to look this way. Like men's physique, the guys in the board shorts, they wear like swim trunks on stage.
Yeah.
They're fucking huge, right? They're shredded. You see them, you're like, what the fuck? But it used to be people like, remember Jeff Side? You guys remember that guy? Or Z's, remember Z's? You ever see that guy? He always do this stupid shit and he was a super douchebag. They look like that. And now they're just like, they look like me. He was like a raver douchebag.
The natural evolution of each category becomes like you look like an ox.
Yeah, they get more extreme, so everyone shifts over.
Yeah, and the natural progression of each division even is like, they just end up going that direction.
Why is that?
Because they say they have judging criteria and they don't.
Oh.
If you show up
I'm down to
looking
be a
good,
judge
you look good. You
for
know?
the bikini category. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Men's bikini, yeah.
That's coming up next year.
But it makes sense to me because it's like, how do you keep pushing the needle if it's gonna get boring?
You just keep
Right
pushing the
into your
needle, my
arms.
man. No, yeah.
Because I saw this like black and white footage of what bodybuilding competitions used to look like, and they just look like regular. Today they would be considered regular guys, but back then they were like physical peak.
Like the singlet guys with the horizontal stripes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like
That's like
seeing
Like a
the
stumble
rate
guys.
of change of like what we need to
Have
see
your
in like our
mustache.
superheroes and stuff too, right? Like how like you can't be a Marvel superhero unless you have like an 8-pack now.
Well, no. Now it's going backwards because Disney.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting slimmer.
You got DEI superheroes.
But that's all here to change
It's
now.
slingshotting back the other way now.
There's just gonna be
Oh, it's
dad
gonna
bod
slingshot
superheroes.
hard.